Welcome back to the channel, guys. So in this video I wanted to talk about a few reasons why you might be struggling to continue training and how to overcome it. A lack of motivation is probably the biggest killer to any long-term training program. It's hard to keep up the same level of effort week in, week out, but there is one method that I like to use to help me overcome that potential lack of motivation that may creep in from time to time. So that technique is this: it's setting goals. Now it's good to have an ultimate goal that you want to achieve. Let's say that goal is to get six-pack abs. That's all well and good that you have a set direction that you want to head in, but ultimately having that goal by itself isn't going to do you much good, particularly if you're very far away from that goal. It almost seems like an impossible mountain to climb. Now, what will help you through that is having what's called process goals. Process goals are the things that help carry you towards that ultimate goal that you're trying to achieve. So it's the thing that you do on a day-to-day or weekly basis that help carry you through to your end result that you're trying to achieve. So just as an example, part of the process to get in six-pack abs will be training hard, maybe 3-4 times a week, being in a calorie deficit to help lose weight, fat more specifically, and daily ab routines. Those are the few things that you would need to implement in order to achieve that goal. So by having goals that may be daily or weekly that you can tick off on a regular basis to help make sure you stay on track and focused and to help keep you going forward, that's a good thing to implement. It's having goals, setting yourself goals to help you achieve what it is you're setting out to achieve. Also, another point in relation to goal setting is having a meaningful goal. If you don't have any sort of value in whatever it is you're trying to achieve, that's another thing that can impact your motivation. If it's something that you don't really want for yourself, and maybe you're doing it for somebody else or for some other external reason, it's hard to want to volunteer yourself to put in the hard work and effort. So when you are setting yourself a goal, even if it is, trying to get six-pack abs, whatever it may be, if you don't see value in having six-pack abs, then that's probably not the thing you should be chasing. Start with trying to identify something that you want, which you value. You're much more likely to stay motivated and to push yourself in order to achieve that goal. So another reason why you might stop training or stop chasing your goals is maybe boredom. Maybe you've been using the same routine for a little bit too long and it needs a little bit of a change up. Now, whether that's to do with your training or your nutrition, it's always worth going over it again and just seeing where you can make some changes. When it comes to nutrition, it doesn't have to be salads 24/7. You can still have nice tasting, nutritious foods that can still help you to lose weight. I mean, when it comes to your food, at the end of the day, there still needs to be, some kind of sacrifice, but at the same time, there needs to be an element of balance. You can still have, your little treats here and there, but all in moderation. The one thing I will say about your nutrition though is just try to limit the amount of foods that you consume, which I consider to be like empty calorie type foods. Chocolate, donuts, cakes, all those type of things. Very calorie dense foods, but ultimately they're just empty calories. They don't really offer your body any sort of nutritional advantage in regards to your goal. And likewise with your training, make a bit more of an effort to change it up. Maybe put more focus into lifting heavier weights. So up the weight, drop the reps maybe, introduce different exercises that you're not maybe as confident with. Push yourself to new limits, challenge yourself. Maybe even consider training with somebody that is bigger and stronger than you, and then you have something new to kind of strive for and someone to keep up with. So it's always worth implementing different changes that can ultimately be to your benefit. So the third thing I want to talk about is false expectations, and this is important. There are lots of products and programs out there which do just set unrealistic and just false expectations. I'm sure you've seen plenty like fitness adverts at like 2-3 in the morning. They're trying to sell you the Ab Blaster 6000 and it guarantees you six-pack abs in 6 days and whatever else. The funny thing about those adverts is you've always got someone on there who's using whatever product they're trying to promote with, a big fat smile on their face. Listen, I challenge you to go to any gym and find somebody smiling whilst they're working out. Okay, doesn't exist. Yeah, I've been training for years. I've never done it. I've never seen it. That is the biggest false expectation. If you think you're going to be working out with a big cheese on your face, it ain't happening. Okay? If you think that achieving your goal is going to take anything less than hard work, dedication, consistency, and sacrifice, unfortunately, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Now, I wish I did have the magic product, program, solution to, give you the body of your dreams, but unfortunately, it takes work, and more work. It's important that you kind of know that going forward when you do come across some of these adverts or programs or products or whatever it may be. Just understand that although they might have like a really impressive physique, a lot of the times they didn't use those products to get those physiques. They just paid somebody who's already got an impressive physique to say, oh, just tell people that in order to look like you use this. Just understand that it's always a little bit not quite what it appears to be. And you're probably not going to achieve whatever it is you're seeing on the internet or on your TV screen in whatever amount of time they've kind of set. You'll probably make progress, don't get me wrong, but it probably won't quite be what it was that you was expecting. So just understand that with this journey, it takes time. You need to be patient. I'm sure you will get there eventually, just maybe not quite the time frame that they're portraying to you. So as long as you know that whilst you're putting in the work and gradually making your way to that target, as long as you're doing what needs to be done, don't worry too much about when it comes. Just know that, okay, as long as I'm doing A, B, and C, I'm going to get to where it is I'm trying to get to. And that's the main thing that you want to keep in mind. As long as you're putting in the work, making an effort, sacrificing where you need to be, and staying consistent, you'll achieve your goals. There'll be some, bumps in the road from time to time, like with anything, but stay focused, stay positive, and you'll achieve it, without a doubt. All right then, I think I'm gonna wrap the video up there. If you enjoyed it, remember to hit the like button. And if you think somebody might find this video helpful, share it with them. This might be the information or the answers that they were looking for to help keep them going. Until next time, guys, take care.